What's up, y'all? What's going on? First of all, I just want to say last week's video, I'm sorry for some reason I said episode 8, but it's because I watched episode 8 and 9 the same day and forgot to do a review on episode 8. So when I got to the video, that's the first thing I said, but it was really episode 9. I went back and changed it. Of course, typing, but once it's out, I put the video up. It is what it is. I'm sure some of y'all don't care and y'all probably figured that out and y'all knew I made a mistake, but I just want to let y'all know. I don't know if some people watched it. If you watch my video and didn't watch anybody else's, that's the reason why. It's episode 8, but it's 9, not 8. I'm sorry. But anyways, so this is episode 10. I never get the name of them. The titles of the episodes. So I don't know if people really care or y'all. Yeah. But anyways, so this episode starts off with Candy and Mama Joyce. They're baby shopping, trying to figure out what they're going to do with the nursery and whatnot. Probably looking at, basically, yeah, they didn't weren't looking at clothes. They were just trying to figure out the theme of the nursery and, trying to look at the crib and everything. So Phaedra gets brought up. And Mama Joyce was like, asking what's going on with Phaedra. And Candy was basically like, oh, well, we're still kind of not, we had a talk, but we're still not really cool and whatnot. And, Mama Joyce was like, oh, I thought y'all talked about it. And she was like, well, I heard that she was talking about me at the single release party. And, and so she was just like, I don't really know where we are right now, where we're standing. And so, Mama Joyce says, oh, well, okay, well, I'll go talk to her. And Candy is looking like, really, Mom? Like, really? And then their relationship is, me and my mom are cool and everything. And, like, we're really good. I think we're friends, but I think that Candy and her mama are on a whole nother level. Like, I guess I like the fact that they're close, but I don't like that they're close because I just feel like Mama Joyce doesn't know when to fall back sometimes, like especially as far as relationships go or even friendships, because those are damn the relationships too. She always has something to say about Candy's man. She always has something to say about Candy's friends. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, just real quick. It's my mama. Hello. Hey, can I just text Damo's phone? I'm making a YouTube video right now. Black. Yeah, black. Yeah. All right. Sorry, my mom's asking me. We having a family breakfast, and we're going back home to California next week, and we're having a family breakfast. So she's asking about a T-shirt. Sorry about that. Anyway, so basically, damn, she didn't even text my brother's phone back. Yes, she did. I'm tripping. Okay, but anyways, okay, so I was talking about Mama Joyce. Yeah, so Mama Joyce, I just feel like she kind of overstepped her bounds. I'm just like, I understand that's your child, you birthed her, but I feel like you should give her some space. But you know what? If Candy likes it, I love it. Candy doesn't seem like she has a problem with it until like it's too damn late. I just feel like if you're gonna feel some type of way, you gotta feel some type of way all the time. You can't let your mom do some shit and then you're like, oh, I don't want her to do that no more, bitch. First of all, it's your mama, so she's gonna do what she wants anyways. But it's just like with anybody, you have to let them know what the boundaries are. And Candy don't do that, and then all of a sudden she be like, oh, I don't want my mom to be in my business today, but oh, she can be my business tomorrow. Like, I don't know, it's just stupid. And so she's kind of skeptical about her mom going to see Phaedra, but she don't tell her mama not to. You all peep that though, right? But anyways, so the next scene is Kenya and her aunt Lori. They're arriving in Detroit for the family reunion that she was planning last episode. Of course, you see Kenya got mommy and daddy issues, more mommy issues than anything, which, you know, like I said in my other video, like, people always be like, oh, I want my mom around, and they just never know what type of people their parents would be if they actually would have been raised with their parents. And, everybody is used to, I think, I ain't gonna say everybody's used to not having a dad because I've always had my dad and I've had my stepdad in my life, pretty much my whole life too. So, I've always considered myself having two dads. So I'm like, I don't really have parent issues because I've always had a parent around me. So, but I think it's a little bit different when your mom's not around. Everybody, like when you have your mom is the one that birthed you. So, most of the time she's the one that's stuck with you. But it's kind of different seeing a mom being a deadbeat, so to speak. It's very different. So I'm glad that everybody can see that it's not just the men out here that are taking care of their kids; it's the moms too. And I don't want to say it's worse when a mom doesn't take care of their kids than a dad, because it takes two to make a baby. But the fact that you have that bond in your belly, well, I ain't gonna say that, because I know, like, when I was pregnant with my son, I ain't gonna say I didn't have a bond, but at first I was just like devastated. Like, I didn't want to get pregnant. I was not happy. I really wasn't. It was not the right time. I had just graduated college, and so. And honestly, if you're not ready to have a baby, do not have a baby. Like, you're gonna be in a predicament like I am right now. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm struggling, because I got my own apartment, own car, and all that, but I'm just not where I want to be. I'm a college graduate, and because I took so much time off to take care of my son, to deal with my pregnancy problems. My pregnancy was horrible, you guys. Like, oh my God, you don't even understand what I had to go through during my pregnancy. Not like extremely bad, but I did almost lose my son. When I first found out I got pregnant, I was extremely sick. I had lost like 30 pounds. Oh my God, I'm so pissed, because I'm fucking fat as fuck right now. And I was like so skinny, but I couldn't even enjoy it because I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't barely even wash my own ass. Like, my fiance had to literally bathe me because I was so out of energy, because I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't even keep water down. Like, so I lost 30 pounds, and like I said, I couldn't enjoy it. A bitch was the smallest she ever been in her fucking life. Well, not me, I say that. Smallest I had been in a long time, probably since like middle school. And I couldn't enjoy it because I was so sick and frail that my body just, I couldn't do anything because I couldn't keep food down. Like, talk about, they say, oh, morning sickness, night sickness, all day sickness, not even being able to eat for like a month and a half, damn near 2 months. I lost 30 pounds, like, literally. Like, I was small as hell. I really wish I could have gotten a picture then and show you a picture now. Like, I'm like, I know I got to be like 100 pounds heavier than I was. Like, oh my God, don't get pregnant. Like I said, I'm sorry I had to put that little PSA in. If you're not ready for a kid, do not have a kid. I wasn't ready, but at the same time, I had a fiance. I graduated from college. I was ready to settle down. Wasn't ready to have a kid, but it just didn't. I was good enough to where I'm like, there's no need for an abortion because I'm kind of good. But at the same time, right now, I'm playing catch up. I got a new job coming soon, so it's time to, get with it. Anyways, back to, we on 7 minutes. I'm so sorry, y'all. You already know I love to talk, so shit. So yeah, so mommy issues and everything, and so she's trying to rekindle with her mom, trying to figure out what the hell it is. She wants to talk to her so badly, and I understand. Like, I completely understand. Not having a parent around, but just coming from, like I said in my last video, coming from someone who's had their parents in their lives. That, it doesn't really make a difference especially if your parents have, they work hard and they have, money a little bit. My parents worked really hard to get out of the hood. So they were just working to move up and to not be stuck in the hood. And so it kind of, pushed us to the side, so to speak. To this day, my parents have never talked to me about sex. Like, I got a damn baby. It's just like, we've never had any talks about anything. Like, I didn't even have the period talk with my mom. Like, they do it in school, so you really don't need to. But when I had my period, mom looked at me like I was crazy because I was freaking out. Like, it's just like, me and my mom, now we're close now. After I graduated high school, we got a lot closer. How we are women, we're younger, we can't, anybody, teenagers, you can't see eye to eye with your parents, especially moms and daughters, how that goes. I never not say I hate her or anything like that, but she just wasn't, they weren't around. We didn't talk. They're not just those people who sit there and talk to you and have life lessons with you. I don't know. I'm not the type of person to bring shit up. I really don't care, because I had a fucking great childhood. Like, great. Because I'm actually glad my parents weren't in my life like that, because I had a lot of fucking fun. Anyway, so then they were talking in the van about all the guys she's dated, how they're all fine, and Brandon shut that shit down quick. Brandon was like, no. And so they were talking about she dated a tow truck driver. So I just want to let everybody know that I think I started watching at least about season 4, probably 5 or 6. So I'm actually binge watching and catching up on all the episodes right now. And so I basically am on season 4, so I'm catching up. And so Kenya hasn't started yet, so I don't know like who else she dated. So when I see tow truck driver, I'm like, this bitch dated a tow truck driver, like really? You know, I just can't see Kenya. I mean, obviously I didn't stick it out. I'm sure when she heard that, she was like, oh hell no. But I was just like, wow, like, as much as she talk and act like she can just pull millionaires and shit, I'm like, bitch, you dated a tow truck driver? Like, okay, you know, but I mean, me personally, that's not an issue for me, but for somebody like Kenya who tries to act like she's that bitch, I was just kind of shocked. So then the next scene is Cynthia and Noel, and oh my god, like this is like I said, I'm catching up on the old season. So the first season, Cynthia was on season 3, and Noel was 10, and she's just grown up into a very beautiful young woman. She's so pretty. I was like, damn, Noel got boobs, like, but she's just really pretty. She looks so beautiful, and I'm like, they're just a beautiful mother and daughter. Like, you know, I really love their relationship. You know, I think that they talk and everything, and you know, like, I just think that, you know, Cynthia is setting a very good example for her, you know? And so they're talking and packing. I guess Peter has a surprise for Cynthia. He's just like, pack your bag, meet me at the airport. He's not telling her anything. He's in the point of trying to bring her back to where they used to be and be loving. Pause. Bring them back where they used to be. Going back to season 3 when they started, I don't honestly know why they got married. They started off horribly. Like, they started off with horrible communication. I just don't understand why Cynthia would continue to let this man open up restaurants. So now that I watched the old episodes and we're on season 8, and this nigga has had 3 restaurants in 5 seasons, that's just crazy to me. I've never heard of anything like that. How does this nigga keep getting funded? How does he keep getting bank loans if he can't keep a fucking restaurant open? Like, where is he getting this money to keep opening restaurants and not opening franchises? This is the 3rd reopening of a restaurant. Not like he's, one in Atlanta, one in North Carolina type shit. This is, nigga, you can't keep a restaurant open. So I don't know why Cynthia keeps letting this man use her credit up. Because I know that they're, when you're a couple and shit, you're a family. So, everybody's income and all that is mixed together. And all your credit is together, all that shit, So, I don't know. It seems like he tears her credit up. She builds it back up for him to use it again. I don't get it. I understand that when you're married, you have to do whatever it takes, but I would have been drawing the line, especially when she was like trying to get her money back the first season. Like, girl, y'all about to get married. You talking about you want your money back? I guess, girl. So they start talking about the relationship and whatnot, and then they flash when Leon was talking to her about it, and I just really love her and Leon's relationship. Like I said before, they're very supportive of each other. Like, it's great to see black people who are not together, who have a kid, act like they have got some goddamn sense. Like, like if me and my fiance ever break up or anything like that, it'll never be an issue of my son seeing his dad or anything like that, because I've never seen that growing up. My mom always let my dad come see us. My mom always had him there for Christmas and holidays, birthdays, everything. My family really co-mingled. Like, I've never seen my real dad and my stepdad get in an argument, because I just don't think it's that deep. Especially if y'all moved on from each other, what is the issue? Which is why I'm saying a lot of people are not over the people that they have babies with, because there's no reason why someone can just change who you are. And so I'm glad that they have a relationship and they act like they got some goddamn sense on TV. So I love the advice that he gave her. Stick it out and try to work it out. You didn't already got into this marriage and you knew it was something wrong from the jump. So at this point, stick that shit out and figure out what the problem is. Okay, and then so the next scene is Kenya with her stepmom, and I'm guessing her little brother. They act like he wasn't even there. They didn't bring him up, and he was sitting right in the middle on the camera. But anyway, they're just talking about how they wasted time over, when she ran away from Houston back to Detroit or whatever, and so she's happy that they came for the reunion. So then it goes to the next scene is Portia working out with her workout partner, DP or whatever. And so Lauren walks in and she's just looking like, what the hell y'all doing? You know, this don't look like y'all working out. Y'all look like y'all fucking, but you know, and so her and Portia are trying to talk and figure out like what's going on. Why are they arguing so much? Me personally, I feel like Portia is hating. I love Portia. I've always liked Portia. I never had an issue with her, but I can always tell you when a bitch is wrong, and I think she's very wrong. This is your sister, your little sister at that, and I feel like you're hating because you feel like you should be the one having the baby. I just feel like, you know, they're talking about they're really getting into it over the lingerie company because Ashley's pregnant and I guess she got sick or she couldn't show up to work. And so they missed a couple packages at the office. And so Portia was kind of being unreasonable and getting mad at a pregnant woman who couldn't come to work and was, you know, ill prepared or whatever. I mean, I think Portia was ill prepared because as soon as you heard your sister was pregnant, instantly you should have been like, damn, I need to find a replacement because who knows how long my sister will be able to do everything. Off top, you know your sister is going to probably at least get to 7 months if she can't travel anymore. So off top, you should have known you are supposed to get a new assistant, whatever case may be. I understand that you don't want to bring new people into your business stuff, but I feel like sometimes you should deal with outside people because family and friends and all that shit really will change the business, you know? So but I understand, you know, the fact that you don't want to let people in because people will scam you out of your money too and you won't know what's going on. I just think that Portia's being, like I said, unreasonable and she's being very fucking rude to Lauren, if you ask me. I'm like, she's trying to call Lauren, she's trying to say Lauren isn't dependable and they're getting upset, you know, about the pregnancy and everything. And Portia is just looking stupid to me because it's like, how can you sit here with a straight face and ask your pregnant sister why she's not doing her job? Why she's not able to get out of bed and go do packages? Why can't you control your morning sickness? That's what it kind of sounds like to me. Why can't you control your pregnant body? Girl, sit down. That's how you know you ain't never been pregnant before. Oh, everybody has always baby pregnant women, but since I got pregnant, that's one thing I say. When I was pregnant, like people baby you. I'm a big girl. I've always been a big girl. I've always been big and tall. So I've never been baby because I've always been looked at as you can take care of yourself because you're big. You're not like petite or anything. So I've never been catered to like that. When I was pregnant, people will cater to you like it's nothing, and I had to tell people, and it was so funny this season that Candy was like, I'm pregnant, not handicapped. I said that the whole time I was pregnant. So it was so funny to hear somebody else say that because I never heard nobody say that. I thought I just came up with it, but it just came out my head. Like people act like I'm in a damn wheelchair, but I'm just pregnant. So I'm like, people, oh, here, let me get this, let me do this for you. I'm like, damn. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it because I've never had that happen before, but it's just like I understood where Candy was coming from. But anyway, so back to that, I just think Portia needs to get her shit right. Um, then I'm looking at my notes because I don't know what the fuck. Okay, so they're getting into it, and so Lauren is just trying to explain to her. I could not read my handwriting, y'all. I left my phone in my friend's car, so I'm waiting on her to get to work so I can go pick it up. So I have to write this shit down, and when I write fast, my handwriting is super sloppy. So I'm like, they were talking about traveling and how when they go travel, Portia being first class and Lauren being coach. But you got me fucked up. I don't care if you're my friend, my sister, or nothing. Ain't no way that we about to be traveling and you in first class and I'm in coach. It has nothing to do with trying to be bougie or anything. I just don't think that that's right. Y'all let me know. I just thought that was crazy, especially your sister. Hell no, I would never. I would never. I would never be able to buy myself a first class ticket and not buy my sister one. Like that just amazed the hell out of me. Like I don't give a damn if it wasn't your sister. It's your assistant though. Like why would you want me to be? You want me to be there for you? Write all your shit down. Do all this. Yes, you are paying me, but I just don't think that was right. I don't think that was right. That was crazy to me. Then all it was talking about was money, money, money. And we always know money is always the issue of why people be falling out. But I just thought that, that was crazy. It was just most of the conversation ended up talking about money. I think Lauren wants to be a little bit, she wants to be compensated more, obviously, because she brought up, oh, you make all this money and look what you pay me. So obviously, it sounds like a Candy Kim situation again. Somebody don't want to pay nobody. They feel like because their name's out there and they're up front, they should get paid more. But it's really the people behind the scenes who are really doing all the work. We know what's tea, but hey. Anyways, and so she just feels she doesn't really feel appreciated. And then I was just like, and she basically told Portia it's not an issue until it's an issue for you, or it's a money issue. You don't really care until it comes to that. So they just not seeing eye to eye. And Lauren's just kind of feeling unwanted, unappreciated, or whatever, and overworked, obviously. So the next scene, they just flash poor Peter and Cynthia on the beach having their little time, but they don't really talk about it. They just go straight to the next scene. Phaedra in the office, and I heard something about Derek J in his case, so I'm guessing he's still having issues with this lady talking about he messed up her wig. So that lady must be serious. Derek J, what the hell did you do? Because this lady wants her damn coin. That must have been a $3,000 wig. So I remember when I seen the episode when he was helping Kim out with her wig line. He said he bust out with a $1,500 wig. So her wig had to at least be $1,500 to a $3,000. Because she is not playing with these court fees. And so Mama Joyce pops up on her, and she's looking like, what the hell Mama Joyce doing here? What she got going on? She's telling her that the boy, Aiden, is 5. What's the other little boy name? Mr. President. What's the little boy name? I forgot. What's his name? But anyways, Mr. President is 2. And it's just crazy because, like I said, again, I'm watching the old stuff, and it's just crazy, going to see him from Aiden from birth, and he's already in school, like 5 years flew by. It's just so amazing, and he's so cute. It's adorable. And so, it's sad, so sad that Apollo, dumbass, his decisions made him miss his son's first day of school, and the experience of just seeing your child go to school is just crazy. And so Phaedra, is just trying to figure out, why Mama Joyce is there. So she just starts talking. They're talking about what's going on with her and Candy, and Mama Joyce don't play about Candy boy. She gonna step in it every time. And it sounded like she was like basically, you need to get this relationship right with Candy because my daughter's pregnant, and if anything goes wrong with her pregnancy because she's stressing over your ass, I'm gonna get in your ass. That's just the gist of it. That's the gist of it because that's all I can really. That's all I hear from Mama Joyce. She would check a nigga quick about her Candy. So hey, and so then she says she wants Phaedra to help plan the baby shower, which is cool because I think that that'll help. Get back. Phaedra get back in there. But that's all if Phaedra wants to do that. But Candy has always said that Phaedra has never really been the one to reach out to her. So I don't see why it's an issue now when the whole time when y'all were cool, it wasn't a problem. But now that y'all had a little falling out, oh, well, she never hits me up to kick it. I'm the one who always hits you up to kick it. So it's like, whatever. People always want to bring up shit when they mad. And so she comes up with they want to have the baby shower just for close friends and family only, and then she's talking about coming to America, aka coming to Atlanta. Sounds ghetto, but hey, I'm sure it'll be grand and fabulous. But Mama Joyce leaves on a good note. Next scene is Portia popping up in Lauren's house. He wants to talk about the argument they had, and they want to get back to normal. Like I said before, I think it's all Portia's fault. I don't think Lauren is wrong in any way. I think that trying to read yeah, I just really think that Portia's jealous about the baby, period. And that's what basically Lauren tells her. I think I didn't want to tell you about my pregnancy because I didn't know how you feel. She knew Portia would feel some type of way because Portia's older sister. Portia just had the marriage. Portia's always obviously wanted a family, so she knew her sister was gonna feel some way. Your sister. She did the right thing by not saying something because she knows how she was gonna feel. And so, and I think that Portia's very jealous. As soon as she heard that that Lauren was pregnant, it's, oh, well, you're not doing this, and then all of a sudden it's complaining. And it's not, if there's no sympathy there for her being pregnant. So it's just like, whatever. And she's just like, oh, I kind of feel like she's taking my dream. So your dream was to be pregnant with maybe a boyfriend. Who knows if they're even still together? We don't hear much about Lauren, so who knows? I'm just gonna say maybe they're still dating, but they damn sure ain't engaged or nowhere near getting married. So that's what you want, to be a single mom or to have a dad, a boyfriend who might be there, might not be. You don't know yet. Nah. So you can just find your family and wait. It's just not your time. And it's talking about, I don't get it. Girl, you're in your 30s. There are women who are having their babies in late 40s and 50s. And you're talking about your biological clock is ticking at 30. Bye, Portia. Anyways, so the next scene is Kenya, and it's reunion time. She's trying to fix family issues, trying to get it back together. Her and her dad are figuring it out. Seems like they're getting along pretty well. But, she just wants to work it out with her mother, which any person probably would. I don't see, unless they heard something Kenya's heard very horrible things. As far as everybody's telling her, your mom has never wanted anything to do with you, and she's still pursuing it, so you just gotta let people do that. If you didn't told this girl, your mom does not like you, doesn't want you, and this person is still trying, then you gotta let them see it for what it is. So they're just talking about her mom, and then she's talking to her dad, and then her dad says that Kenya's mom was always very nice to her. Was always very nice to him. And then I wasn't sure if he was talking about Kenya's mom's dad or his own father, but I'm thinking that it was Kenya's mom's dad because of the next conversation. But I just wanted to, I just wasn't sure. That's why I wanted to say that. But she basically said that he never even acknowledged Kenya's dad. We'll walk past him like he didn't know he was. So that's why I was like, when he said that, I was like, okay, is he talking about his own father? Because, I personally wouldn't give a damn if my baby mama's dad walked past me like he ain't never seen me or didn't know me. So I don't know. Y'all let me know about that. And then right after that, they said that, Kenya was like, oh, it's kind of like my mom with me, And so I was like, okay, is she talking about his dad? I wasn't sure. Y'all let me know below. And so, he was saying that the daddy was Kenya's grandpa, Kenya's maternal grandpa, basically told all of his daughters and sons possibly that he didn't want any more. The daddy said illegal, but he meant illegitimate. I was there. He said illegal. I said, well, we having illegal babies, but okay. But Kenya corrected him. He basically said no more illegitimate children. So I'm guessing no more babies out of wedlock. Or I'm disowning y'all, and I'm guessing, I don't know if, Kenya and Kenya's parents were 15 and 16 when they had a baby, so I can understand you being like, damn, I don't have any means of anything, so I need to go ahead and just, I'm not saying leave my child, but I understand you're 15 or 16, you have nothing else, you don't have nowhere to go, what can you do? So she looked at it as, okay, I have to give up my child to still be taken care of. Not saying that that's right, but it kind of gives me a little bit more understanding, as far as that goes. And so she basically gave Kenya to her paternal grandmother, which they showed her. She's really, really old in a wheelchair and everything. So she raised her. Her paternal grandmother raised her, or whatever. And so basically it's like a cycle with these people, oh, my dad didn't deal with me, so I won't deal with you. Like, that's crazy. I don't understand why people do not want to break cycles. I don't get that. It's like people, you get raped and you become a rapist. It just doesn't make sense to me. You were hurt. I'm sure you were hurt when your dad probably was gonna cut you off. So you cut your kid off? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just does not add up. I don't understand people. So Kenya really just cannot let it go about her mom. Her dad has said he told her whole life, leave your mom alone, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And Kenya has just never listened. So her dad's like, I've been telling her, but I think they're to the point where it's like Kenya, they realize Kenya needs to figure it out for herself. She needs to, obviously she knows her mama ain't shit, but she needs to really, really see that her mom's not shit. And so they're just like, you know what, let it go. So they driving, nobody knows where they're going. They ended up popping up at Kenya's mom's house. Kenya was like, I'm taking matters into my own damn hands. Y'all ain't helping me, so I'm going to show up. And we going to all go together. So she goes and knocks on the door because she really needs closure. Gets to the door, knocks on the door. Hey, it's Kenya. I'm alone. Are you really alone when you got at least probably 3 or 4 cameras with you? You got really alone, Kenya. I really think she should have rethought that and went completely by herself off camera, and maybe the slightest maybe her mom might have opened that door. I think when it's something that sensitive and your mom has never been around you, I think that she was not smart about that. But whatever, it could have been the same situation. She was by herself, but I think that she should have been by herself and without those cameras. I just really do. So she says that she hears her mom lock the door, or whoever, she hears somebody lock the door, and she says she hears her mom in the background say, don't open the door. So Kenya comes back, and she basically says she's done. She's washing her hands with her mom. Her dad is still saying, like, I told her not, to leave it alone. Her mom's never gonna come around. She's been like this since she was 18 months, and so it's just like you gotta let it go. But everybody has to experience things, and it kind of seemed like her dad didn't have any sympathy, but I think it's because that he's so far done with it, and he's so tired of begging this woman to be in her child's life that he's just like, he's wiped his hands clean with it too. Like I said, it shows that there are deadbeat moms out there too. There's not just deadbeat fathers, period. Like, and I just want people to see. I'm glad that Bravo shows that, because everybody will have people thinking that men are the horrible ones, but women are horrible too. And so, oh man, I need to get my phone back because I cannot read my handwriting. But you could just see that Kenya, you can tell that Kenya is very hurt and embarrassed, basically. And so the next scene is fucking Phaedra and goddamn Todd. I am so sick of them about this damn video. Y'all was really beefed the fuck out an episode ago or 2 ago about where my money. She need to pay my money. She need to pay my money. I didn't owe him anything. I paid him his money. And then y'all back about this damn video. I am so confused. I don't know about y'all, but I don't get it. What is the underlying issue? I don't understand. So now that I'm guessing Phaedra's like, nigga, if I gotta pay you my money, you need to finish the product. Whether I'm gonna put it out or not, if you want your coin, finish my damn video, which is understandable. But I'm just like, I don't get it. And so I didn't. Then I know Phaedra kept saying my pregnant video, but I didn't realize she was actually literally making a pregnancy workout video. I thought this was the donkey booty video that they did with all green. I thought that was the video they were talking about. So I was like, oh, okay. And so, but I think Phaedra's dumb. I think Phaedra needs to put that video out. How many moms are out here working? Like, girl, that's a whole demographic that you haven't tapped into. You need to go ahead and get that coin. She's stupid. Ugh. And especially you didn't pay this nigga his money, girl. Put that video out and make your money back. But I think she's going to have to, I don't know if you have to still keep paying producer fees after the video drops out. But hey, anyways. So, then Todd talking about, man, I heard Mama Joyce went and talked to, Phaedra. Damn, I'm going to have to give her a cut if, Phaedra come in here on my check. I was like, nigga, please. You know damn well Mama Joyce ain't win no meeting and talked about your motherfucking ass. She barely like you. She being cordial because you went ahead and tied the knot and she got to get over it. I was like, okay, Todd, not too damn much. You know Mama Joyce ain't went nowhere talking about your ass. I was just like, okay, niggas get hugs and they just think niggas buddy now. I was like, okay, when she turn you back on your ass as soon as Candy go complaining, you'll see. So anyways, and so, and then Phaedra was shading the hell out of him. She's like, let me get this money because, this must be his only job. He need his check. Like, this bitch is stupid. Y'all know she's the queen of shade. She is definitely the shadiest on this motherfucking franchise. Yeah. And so Anyway, so Phaedra and Todd end up talking about her whole C-section experience because I'm guessing Candy has to have one because she's so, not, I don't want to say so old because Candy's not old, but older or whatever. So they just having a little moment. She's explaining how the C-section goes, and Todd kind of looks freaked out or whatever. And so family reunion is here. All of her dad's side, they're at her. I'm guessing they're at her paternal grandmother's side. All of her dad's side is there. All of the woman, like I said, the woman who raised her. And then so all of a sudden she was like, "Hey, where's my Aunt Lori? The one who's always been there for Kenya that we've seen with the short hair." And so she left and didn't tell Kenya that she didn't tell Kenya anything. So Kenya was looking at her like, okay, what's going on? So she ended up going outside with another one of her aunties, I believe. I'm not sure if I missed it, but they didn't specify, so I'm gonna just go with that's her auntie or maybe a cousin. So she basically tells her, she's like, "Hey, have you come out, Lori?" And she basically said, "Your aunt left because she was kind of upset about what happened when you went to your mom's house." And so in my head, I'm like, okay. So I'm like, maybe she went and talked to her sister and was like, "Bitch, you need to talk to your daughter. You need to figure it the fuck out." Okay. And so I'm like, okay, cool. That's understandable. And so I thought it was very weird, though, that she would just disappear when you flew all the way out here with Kenya to support her, but you wouldn't even show up to the family reunion. I thought that was very fucked up. I thought that was, I don't know. That didn't really sit well with me. But we're going to see what happens next week, which really seems like it's really not going to sit well with me because I'm just like, ugh. But anyways, so basically nobody from her mom's side came. She invited a few of them. Nobody showed up. So I'm just thinking this is a family thing. They just don't fuck with each other. Like, I think that, and she cut Kenya off, her whole family cut it off. And I think that is so not right. I don't give a damn if, my mama don't like me, but what stops, that's why I at least appreciate her Aunt Lori because she still fucks with her. But when she didn't show up for the reunion, I was like, damn, I've been rooting for you and then you do this, like, what the hell? I thought that was crazy. She comes out, they go back inside and she goes outside and she just really thanks her father for at least being there, because obviously she can't count on her mama working damn. And so I think Kenya is finally, starting to appreciate the people who are actually there for her instead of dwelling on the people who are not, which is a lot, what a lot of people do. A lot of people do that. Focus on the negatives, but you ain't even realizing the positive. Look at all the family you have in that room. But you were sitting here dwelling on your mom and your mom ain't shit ass and her ain't shit ass family. Appreciate your daddy. These people have been there for you. Your grandma has been there for you and she's still there for you. So why is you dwelling on, oh shit? I just was like, okay. And so, and he said, "Oh, so I'm not a son of a bitch." And I was like, awkward, but she laughed. And she was like, sometimes you can be, but And they just had a little ha-ha moment. And so next week, okay, so I wanted to say that I was proud because I'm like, Nene ain't on the show and ain't nobody brought her up, and I love Nene, but I'm glad they're showing like, bitch, we don't need you. We do not need you to have a show that, have, tea and everything. Now ain't no tea like no Nene tea. She likes to turn the hell up, but I just like that. And then boom, and I'm gonna say, hey, thanks for not bringing Nene up, the bitch back next week. So I'm like, I'm ready to see Nene, and I'm shocked that she's popping up at Cynthia's house, but who the hell else house she's gonna be at? Phaedra? Candy? Hell no. So who else is she gonna be there with? So yeah, okay. So I'm glad that they're cool again, at least cordial, because they fell out for the dumbest shit ever. Like they fell out because Nene told the truth. Yo, nigga was acting like a bitch, Cynthia, and he got called out for it. But I really think that Peter shut that down. As usual, I think Peter was like, "Oh, you just gonna still be cool with her after she called me a bitch," and that's why Cynthia stopped talking to her. I really think that's what it was T. I don't see Nene been a bitch. Nene has been a bitch from episode 1. Nene has started shit from episode 1, and all of a sudden, season 7, y'all not cool. Like, okay, 4 seasons of putting up with Nene shit. Okay, and I just think that everybody is full of shit as far as that goes too, because I'm like, everybody's like, oh, Nene changed, she got money. Nene has always been a turned up bitch. So I'm like, I'm just excited to see, what she has going on. I'm glad they didn't have Kim's boring ass. I think that, like Justin J said, I think they need to replace Kim with her sister. I would love to see what Alicia. I would love, she played Alicia and Moesha. I would love to see, how she is. She's a little younger too, so probably a little more relatable. Got a little bit more going on in her life. So I hope that they bring her on just to see how she is. I really do. Um, yeah. So I guess if you guys want to have a conversation, you have anything that I didn't cover, if you felt like I was wrong on something, or tell me how you feel about some of these situations, especially if you think about when Kenya and her mom, Phaedra and Todd, like, please let me know how you feel about those two situations. Do you think Kenya should keep trying to pursue with her mama, or do you think Phaedra and Todd need to exchange these coins in this video and let it go? Do you think Phaedra and Candy need to just work it out or let it go? Just tell me how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm not going to post a lot of videos, so I would suggest, at least if you would like to keep up with me, just subscribe, so when I actually do post a video, you'll get better. Next month should be a very better month. I'm, like I said before, I'm starting my job soon, so you'll be able to see a little better videos. We're just gonna upgrade to a camera and not a laptop. So, 2016 should definitely be a better year for me. So, I just thank you for whoever watches. I know, obviously, cutting the damn talking down is not working for me. So, if you get through this whole video, thank you. I guess I'm just gonna keep trying to figure out how to cut this video down. But I don't have a problem with it. I'll watch a nigga talk for an hour. I don't know about y'all, but yeah. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys next week. I might be doing a Love and Hip Hop video next. I'm not sure. I really want to, but I haven't watched it yet, and I gotta go pick up my car from the shop, and I do have to work tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks. See y'all next week.